first movie you saw?
Hop.
Hop. And what did you think of Hop?
I've seen worse. Just can't remember when.
What was Hop about?
2 long hours. Takeoff on the Easter Bunny. It was based on somebody's got to take Santa Claus's place. So they've had 20 movies on the new Mr. Santa Claus. So this movie was based on the new Easter Bunny taking the place of the old Easter Bunny. It has potential.
So what potential does it have?
It had so little comedy. I have to just take a shot in the dark. If it was comedy, I'd be very confident. But it had so little comedy, I'm bringing it in around 60, which is under 50 million. It won't make over 50 million. Probably cost 25 million just to make it.
And what about the DVD sales? Do you think they're going to be? Is that including DVD sales?
Yes, because it didn't appeal to children, nor did it appeal to adults. Scream 4, there was really nothing there. Even for people who love horror movies, I stayed just long enough to see that it will be below average when it comes to horror flicks. It will not be it won't be a blockbuster by any means. And I saw just a small part of Soul Surfer. Those fatigue me. They're boring, uninteresting. I wouldn't even stay long enough to give it a thought. There's nothing there. Oh, I did not go into Arthur. I saw the previews. I didn't care that much for the original Arthur. In fact, I didn't like the original Arthur. So I made no attempt to even see the remake of Arthur. Okay, didn't see it, so I didn't rate it. I just judged it from the previews as being definitely under 50 million, and on a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate Arthur. Arthur would barely get above a 5 from the previews. You look at the poster for Hangover 2. Hangover, the #1 grossing comedy in the history of comedy. Hangover 2 is coming out. I looked at the poster and I said, you didn't know what made the first one funny or good comedy. You don't know what made it so strong. And looking at the poster, you obviously are not going to capture the magic you captured in the first Hangover. Hangover 2, just from looking at the poster, I'm saying is going to be under 50 million and will be rated less than 50% out of 100, whereas Hangover 1 was 97%, the highest comedy, the highest I've ever rated any comedy. Just looking at the poster of Smurfs, I said, they understand comedy. Smurfs is going to bring, just looking at the poster, will bring over 70 million. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the storyline was so powerful that no matter how bad they butchered the first movie, it still made over 60 million. looking at the poster of Diary of a Wimpy Kid Part 2, I'm just predicting that it'll come in about the same.
Telling me is most of these movie producers and script writers, could they tweak something just a little bit on the script in the movie and make it a 600 million or 900
Oh,
million?
absolutely, absolutely. If you have a strong foundation.
If you got the strong foundation, okay. Did any of these low-ranking movies have a foundation that could have been strengthened?
Here we go. The Hop had a strong enough foundation that I could have taken it to 100 million, but no higher.
Okay.
Rio had a strong enough foundation. It's still going to be over 50. It'll be 60, 70 million.
Right.
But it could have easily been pushed over 100 million. But no higher.
Okay, is another 40, 50 million a big deal to the financiers and movie people?
Well, you pay 25 to 50 million to make a movie nowadays. So that's profit.
That's whether it's profitable or
That's
not.
Only 5%, only less than one movie in 50 is a blockbuster.
Right.
One blockbuster will pay for 49 favors,
Okay.
I think is the number.
So if people consulted you before they did their movie, you could increase their, you could show them how to make it more effective by what, 10, 20%?
Well, yeah, and that's the difference between profit and loss. You could make movies all day long
Right.
because you wouldn't have the losers.
There would be no more losers.
Yes.
You would at least push yourself over the line of losers.
Yes, yes.
Could you help people to locate movies that would be all blockbusters
Oh,
if
absolutely.
they wanted to look for them?
Oh, absolutely.
Could you help screenwriters
Oh, absolutely.
write blockbuster scripts
Absolutely.
by a little bit of tweaking,
Oh, absolutely.
by improving the foundation?
Oh, yes, yes. In just a matter of minutes, I can pick up a script.
Right.
I can just look at the poster and say,
Mm-hmm.
no.
So you could help other people who are script writers, directors, and actors to increase their effectiveness of their performance by at least 10 to 50%.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.